What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Pro-Spects YouTube channel. I'm super excited to get into today's video about Caleb Williams, what I think he does well and some stuff he doesn't do well. And I also have my NFL player comparison for him later on in the video. I hope you all enjoy today's video, and let's dive right on in. Caleb Williams is the quarterback from the USC Trojans. He won a Heisman Trophy in his time there, and he was the face of one of the most dynamic offenses in college football the last few years. Caleb has long been assumed to be the number one overall pick in this year's draft, and I completely agree with that opinion. I think he's absolutely worth the pick, and that's what we're discussing today. Why I think he's worth the pick. The big things that stand out to me are his improvisation skills and his natural arm talent. What this means is that he can put the ball wherever he wants it, regardless of if he's moving around or if he can't follow through on his throw. He's going to get it there. It's almost like a shortstop in baseball. He can just throw it however he wants. It also means that he can put some zip on the ball. He can get enough velocity in the throw that he can fit it into any passing lane the defense gives him. Another thing he does well, and something I mentioned earlier, is improvise. When the play is breaking down and there's pressure coming from everywhere, that's where Caleb is at his best. He works very well under pressure, and it's these type of plays that make him such a high upside player. His ability to feel the pocket is second to none in this draft class, and what this means is that he's aware of his surroundings. It means that when there's pressure, he feels where it comes from, and he can get away from it to extend plays. His mobility is also something I think is very underrated. This last season at USC, there was multiple games that he completely took over because of his ability to escape the pocket and rip off long runs. He's sneaky fast and can definitely make teams pay for not accounting for that aspect of his game. Lastly, I want to talk about the mental side of his game. There's a lot of guys we've seen in the past that are similarly dynamic players in college: Zach Wilson, Johnny Manziel, and Malik Willis, just to name a few. But where they struggle and where Caleb excels is his mental processing. He's able to get through his reads fast and efficiently, and he understands what defenses are trying to do and where to go with the ball, sometimes almost immediately. That last bit is something we see from Aaron Rodgers all the time. He sees what the defense is doing, and he almost immediately throws to someone just because he understands the matchup he has. Aaron is my NFL comparison for Caleb, and I think these next few clips will help you all see it too. Lastly, I'll get into some things that I think Caleb could get better at. Sometimes he tries too hard to make a play, or as I call it, playing hero ball. He'll drift further and further into the pocket, waiting for something to come open, and eventually he'll run out of time, taking a sack. Or he'll face pressure and try to make a crazy off balance sidearm throw that gets intercepted. This is something Rodgers also has done in his career, but it's part of their similar play styles. Both Rodgers and Williams are playmaking gunslingers. They'll improvise and extend the play as long as they can and make an on the run throw deep downfield that will either hit or it doesn't. It's something that can get improved on over time in Caleb's career as he learns what he can and can't do. One more thing is that sometimes his footwork can get sloppy, and when his lower body isn't working together with the upper half of his body, throws will be inaccurate or underthrown, leaving plays out on the field. This isn't something I'm too worried about, as it's one of the easiest things to clean up at the NFL level. As these last few clips wrap up, I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'd love to hear some of your thoughts in the comments. In the next rookie review episode, we'll talk about another one of my personal favorite players in the draft, and that's Texas's wide receiver, Adonai Mitchell. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video, and I hope you have a good one.